Hey everybody, it's Jared Blazer with Blaze in the Outdoors. I want to do a quick little fly tying video for y'all right now. I was sitting here spinning some flies up and I thought I'd do one of these on video for you real quick. You've probably seen it, heard of it, probably fished it a million times, and if not, well then you should be, because this fly is a fish killer. It absolutely smokes the fish. That is the green weenie. Really simple fly. I mean, other than a hook and a bead and thread, you're only using one material. So really simple, really quick to tie up. You can fish it year round. Works really well during all seasons as a small caddis pattern, but it really shines, especially on into summertime during terrestrial season when the little green inchworms start dropping off the trees. Because then I believe they'll take it as either a caddis or a small green inchworm. But let's get to tying here real quick, and we'll get one of these tied up on camera for you. So this is a little size 18 jig hook. I like to tie mine Euro style. That way I can just throw a little 2.5 slotted tungsten bead on it. You don't have to. You can even tie these weightless. They fish great and weightless and like shallow riffles. But I like to tie mine with a little bit of weight on them. So like I said, this is 2.5 millimeter tungsten on a size 18 jig hook. Got some Danville 70 nadir, bright green. Don't really matter the thread color, but you know, green fly, green thread. So I figured I'd go that route. We're gonna start our thread right behind this bead, just like always. Go back just a touch. Snip our excess off. Now, for our material, we're using Hairline Ultra Chenille in micro size. This is caddis green. Some people like the fluorescent chartreuse color. It's a little bit brighter. I like this caddis green color. Looks just a little bit more natural, but either one works really well. So we'll take our chenille, lay it right on top of her hook shank, and we're just going to wrap back over that all the way down to the bend of the hook. Just get that nice and secured. We're going to take our chenille and we're going to flip it back and make like this little loop section around the tail end of the fly. And this is not a necessary step. Some people say that they do not tie it with the little loop on the back and it works just fine. And that's great. I like to put a little loop on mine though. It follows the original pattern more closely. So you got our little loop here. We're going to go over that a few times, secure it down. We're going to take our chenille and go back underneath it, back up to the bead. Then we're going to take our what's left of our chenille here, a little tag. We're just going to start wrapping it all the way back up the hook shank to the bead. And once we get that all the way back up to the bead, we're just going to secure that down with a few thread wraps behind it. We're going to go in front of it with a few, just make sure it's locked down good. Snip our excess off. Put a few more thread wraps in behind that bead, make sure that's locked down real good. And then we're going to whip finish. Cut our thread. So like I said, guys, this fly is so versatile. Even though these are tied Euro style on a jig hook, I still like to fish these as a dropper underneath a foam dry, and they work really well for that. So that's what I'm tying these up for right now. I intend to use these as a dropper. That's why they're such small size. That way they don't weigh down my dry fly too much. But you can also fish them Uranip style. You can fish them under an indicator. You can fish them by themselves. If you fish the weightless pattern, you can even fish like a dry fly and then a weightless green weenie behind it, and that green weenie will just kind of trail just a couple inches below the surface right behind it. So they're a really versatile fly. Smoke the fish, especially during the summertime. If you've not tied any of these up yet and tried them, you need to. But I appreciate you watching, and I'll try to get some more fishing videos out soon. Thanks.